Hi everyone, welcome to Java Techie. In previous tutorial, we created one CRUD application using Spring Data Reactive MongoDB and Webflux, right? In this tutorial, we'll write integration test for that CRUD application using JUnit and Mockito. Okay, so let's get started. So if you can see here, we created couple of REST endpoint in our previous tutorial. So we are just going to write integration test for all the endpoint, almost 5 to 6 endpoint. Okay. Now go to the test, go to the Java, go to the class. So here I just need to annotate run with. Then I just need to pass Spring Runner dot class. So we just need to add JUnit in our class path. Then just import it. Fine. Then next just annotate @webflux test and just give the controller class name. So our controller class name is product controller dot class. So just remove this. Now here we just need to inject our web test client to call the HTTP method, and also we need to inject our service class to mock that layer. Okay, because we are not going to hit our actual database, so that's the reason I just want to mock my service layer. So just inject the web test client, inject using auto add. Then we just need to add private product service, just annotate here @mock bean, so that it will not create the actual object, it will give us the stop. Fine. Now if you'll go to your controller class, so the first endpoint get product, then save product. So again the name is same, it should be update product. We didn't change in our previous session, so this should be update product. So first I'm going to write the integration test for this save product, then we'll write all the get endpoint. Okay, now go to the test class, then I'll write a method public void add product test. Okay, so this should be capital. Yeah, so if you'll go to the save product method, the request type is mono of product DTO, right? So just copy this, we just need to create one mono of product DTO. So I will directly create mono dot just, I can create a new product DTO object. So this should be product DTO. Then I can add the ID something 1 or 2. Then name I will give mobile. Then quantity 1 and price I will give 10,000. Okay. Now this is what my object which I just want to persist. So I don't want to hit my actual database. So what I just need to do, I'll just call when I will call service dot save product of this object, this mono. So let me import this. So it should show me the input statement from Mockito. So let's add it manually. Import static, then org dot Mockito, then Mockito class dot when. Fine. When I call this service dot save product of this object, then I just want to return, then return product mono. I just want to persist the same object, and that's what I was returning here. Now in this case the call will not go to the DB. Then simply we can call web test client. The method type is post. Then give the URI, which is slash products. Let me verify the endpoint, slash products. Okay. Then just give the body, which is type mono of product mono, right? This is what the body. Then you just need to pass the class type, product DTO dot class. So let me format this. Fine. Then we just need to call the exchange method and then expect status dot is okay, right? So if you observe, the syntax is very clear, right? The HTTP method type is post, and this is what the URI, and then we are giving the request body, and we are doing the exchange call. Then we are expecting the status as is okay, which is nothing, 200. Fine. So you just need to annotate at the rate test. There is something going wrong in my ID. org JUnit. Now if you want, you can run this test method. So I will just run this. There is some error, invalid test class error. Okay. So what we just need to do, we just need to import this Jupyter, because if you observe in your pom.xml file, it added the Jupyter one. That is what the JUnit test it added. I can't show you in this Webflux project, but usually it added the JUnit 5. Okay, fine. So now if I'll run this, I should get the succeed result. Yeah, so you can see here, test passed. Now what we need to do, we just write for add product, which is the post mapping. Now let's write for get products. So if you go to the controller, this is what the endpoint, right? Get products will return you flux of product DTO. So let's write the test case for that. I will write public void get products test. Now it will return me the flux of product DTO, right? So just copy this, add it here, then just add product DTO flux. I'll just create a flux object, flux dot just. So I will copy this product DTO object. We'll add this. Then we'll add another product object. I will give 103. Then I will give TV. Then price I will mention 50,000. Okay. Now I don't want to hit my database layer. So what I will do, I will call when I will call service dot get products method. Then just return me this flux. Okay. Then return product DTO flux. Similarly, we can do this call. Let me copy this. We'll just change the method. Method type is get, and the URL is, if you go to the controller, the URL is slash products only. So let it be. So we are not going to pass any request body, just remove it. So we are expecting the status is okay. Then also we are expecting the return type. So return result of type product DTO dot class get response body. Now just capture these to a local variable. Then using the step verifier, we can assert the fields. Okay, so that we can verify the get is working as expected. This is what we are just expecting to a return. So what I will do, I will just use step verifier dot create, pass this flux of product DTO, then just subscribe it expect subscription. Okay, then I just expect next. Then I'll add another because there is a two object. I just want to verify both the two object. Okay, then verify complete. So in expect next, I just want to check this object. That is what I was just returning, right? So I'm just adding it. Fine. So if you observe, I'm just mocking the API call to return this flux, product DTO flux, and I am just asserting these two. That is what I just returning. Now just annotate here at the rate test. So just run this test case. Yeah. So you can see this test is pass, right? Now there is another get API which will return the mono product object based on the ID, right? So let me copy this, go to the test. Now write another test method, public void get product test. Okay, then this will just return one mono of product object. So just let me create this product DTO mono equal to, I can directly copy this mono dot just. Now again here I just want to bypass my database call. So let me show you the things because I'm just writing, maybe it is not clear for all. So from controller we are doing the actual call. Now if you'll go to the service, in service we are just doing our database call, right? So when I was writing when API call then return, request will directly bypass from here itself. The request will not go to your repository class. That you can debug and you can verify. So if required I will debug at end and I can show you. Now just add it here. So this is what the get product test by ID. So what I will do, I will just write a mock when I will do the service dot get product by ID. So I can pass ID as any. When I will call this service dot get product, then return me this object product DTO mono. Okay. Then I can copy the syntax. It will return me the mono of product object, right? Just add it here. Okay. Copy this. Change the URL slash products. Let's say give the ID 1 or 2 because I am passing here any call. Okay, so you can pass any ID. Anyway, we are not returning the actual data, we are just returning the mock data. Okay, so then I just need to wrap it to local variable. Now I have my response body with me, so I can do this assert. Copy this. So here I will get the one object. So rather than map expect next, what I will do, I will just verify one of the field. So there is a method called expect some matches. Yeah, next matches. So it will return me the product DTO. So I will check product dot get name dot equals mobile because that is what I was returning here, right? Copy this, add it here, then just annotate at the rate test. So let's run this. Yeah, so you can see here test passed. Now let's write the test case for put mapping, which is update product. Just simply write a method public void update product test. Just annotate here at the rate test. So if you observe the update product, let's go to the controller class. So the update product there is a two argument mono product and id, which is the product id, right? So just create this mono dot just, I'll just copy one of the object. Fine. Now here what I'll do, I'll just mock the API call when I will call service dot update product of this mono, and I will pass the ID which is 102. You can pass any, but I am just giving 102. Then simply return me product DTO mono. So this syntax is very clear, guys. There is nothing to confuse. When I call this method, then just return me this object which I was just hard coded. Okay, that's what the Mockito use of Mockito. Rather than calling your actual method, you can bypass the API call. And usually in real time, we need to write the test case using Mockito. So now what I just need to do, I will just copy this the post signature, and I can add it. Slash, let me check the URL, product controller update ID, right? So just pass the update and pass the ID 102. This is what the I was just verifying the status quo. Now what we can do, let's run this test. There is some error. 405 method not allowed. Okay, so the method type is put, right? Now let's run it, because this is the update API, and if you will verify in your controller, the HTTP method is put mapping. So let's run this. You can see here the update product test is pass. Now we write for post get put. Now let's write for delete. So if you go to the product controller, there is a delete mapping, and the return type is mono void. This is what one of the interesting thing in Mockito. You need to write the test case for void return type, which is mono void. Now let's write the method public void delete product test. Fine. So if you'll check in controller, the method took the argument string id, and it will just delete the product based on the id. So what I will do, I will just create one mono of DTO class. Even this is not required. I can directly bypass the API call. Given service dot delete product of any, then, or else I can write will return mono dot empty. So let me input this. Just add the semicolon. So given a API call, just return empty mono. That's what the mono of void, right? Now what I just need to do, I just copy this, just paste it here. Let's change the URL, delete ID, just add it. ID just give any ID, because any we are not doing the API call, means we are not doing the service call. Even this is the delete, we don't need any body. Simply just pass the API call and expect the status quo. I can annotate here at the red test. Simply let's run this. There is some error. Okay, I just need to change the mapping, right? Means HTTP method. we are doing the delete, but I just copy paste from previous code. So the HTTP method type should be delete. Just run it. Yeah, so it got passed. Now let's run all the test case. Okay, so we created 5 test case. Let's run all. Yeah, so you can see all the CRUD test case get succeed. Now to verify really we are doing Mockito, what I'll do, let's take the any API call. Let's go to this add product test. I'll write SOPLN statement in each API call or each layer so that we can verify where exactly it is mocking. Okay, so let's go to this save product. I will write something is out controller method called. Then let's copy this, add it here, service method call. Now go to this repository, that is the interface. Okay, so you can only see the controller and service method call. So how can I show you in this repo? Let's go to this, because this is the interface, there is no implementation, so I cannot write the SOPLN statement. So let's verify in our controller and service. Okay, no, here also I can prove. Okay, let's run this. Let me run this particular test. Now let's check the SOPLN statement. Only controller method call. There is no service call also, because if you observe in add product or any of the method, we are just mocking the service layer. Even we are not mocking the repo, we are directly mocking the service layer. When I will do this service.save product, then return this object directly from my controller itself. That's how we are giving the URL and we are accessing our controller. So I mentioned wrongly initially that we are mocking the repo, but we are mocking the service itself. Okay, because that's what I added the mock bin in my service. It will return as the stub object, and with the stub, when you will do the API call, it will just return the mock data which we created. So there is no service API call or service layer call. So you can see that in our SOPLN statement, right? But the request is going to the controller based on the URL mapped here. Yeah, so this is how you can write the integration test using Mockito and JUnit in case of Spring MVC and in reactive programming. But again, there is a we already added embedded MongoDB. If you want, let me know in comment section. I can write the test case using embedded MongoDB. We just need to, if required, we just need to mock the repo and we can continue. Otherwise, we just need to create a Mongo template in our test case to verify in our embedded MongoDB. Okay, so just let me know in comment section if you guys are interested. Yeah, that's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.